You're hot on my boop. Boop. Adams in the orange here, TQ and leader Toasty pressing him hard. Coming at him hard, top of the tee. Up the right-hand side. Toasty closing in through the sweeper. Down the diagonal they go. Chris Adams has been pretty near unstoppable. Completely the opposite of Chris Kemper here.
Look at it.
Kemper out early. At the loop, Adams has a little breathing room on a 12-9-2-0. Early in this one, his pace is 24 laps and 5/10. Adams running 8/10 of the second over Toasty. Fenimore back by another 1.6 with Kemper off before completing a single lap. 45 seconds have gone by, 4:15 remaining. Looks like Kemper is operational here. Toasty on his best, 13.2. Adams, meanwhile, 13.0. The gap is 1 second. Toasty to, Adams to Toasty. Fenimore back by another 1.9. Chris Adams, 23.501. He has upped the track record today to a 23.506 with a slight track change up front, loosening up the final two turns before you get to the right side chicane. Down the diagonal, your leader in orange. We are 125 in, 3:35 to go. Your order, Adams, Toasty, Fenimore, that's X-Ray, Awesomatics and X-Ray. 12.847 for Adams. New hot lap. He's the only driver to break 13. Fenimore has a 13.091. Second best lap of the group. Adams really starting to open it up here. Nearly 3 seconds between 1 and 2. Adams over Toasty. Toasty on his best lap, 13.232. 1 second, Toasty to Fenimore. At the loop, Adams on a 13.8. A little trouble on that one. 23.503 now his pace. Good enough to set a new track record by 3 seconds. Should it hold? 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. 13.1 last pass for Adams. Toasty on a 13.5, back by 2.8. Fenimore closing in. Best race 2 and 3. Up the chicane. All white, 2-car Toasty. 3-car, bright yellow, Johnny Fenimore. Fenimore continues to close. Less than half a second now the gap between 2 and 3. Fenimore coming on strong here as Adams checking out. Fenimore on a 12.9. Toasty a 13.1. Best lap for both cars. Down the diagonal, Toasty, then Fenimore. Fenimore back by 0.58. Up the chicane on the right-hand side, down the back. 13.1, 13.3 now for Toasty, 13.2 for Fenimore. Under half a second between the two cars. Adams has pulled 3.5 seconds. A little wiggle there for Toasty, cost him half of his gap. Fenimore jumps the curb on the right-hand side. Gap now 4/10 of a second. Adams leads this race by 4 full seconds down the back. 23.501, crushing the new with a new track record. Across the loop, Toasty on a 13.1, Fenimore 13.1. Gap still 4/10 of a second. Top of the tee for the 2-3 cars. Minute 30 to go. Both drivers near flawless here. All 3 drivers near flawless here. 13.15 for Toasty, his new best. Fenimore stumbled on that one, 13.5. Gap up to 3/4 of a second. Minute 15 remains here. 13.1 for Adams. 23.502. Toasty on a 13.3, 13.8 for Fenimore. Fenimore's last couple laps has been off by a bit. He may have blown up his tires here. 1.2 seconds the gap between 2 and 3 as Toasty pulls some time. 13.4 for Toasty. 13.3 for Fenimore. Under a minute to go. Adams at the loop on a 12.895, very near his own race's best lap. 45 seconds remaining. 13.2 for Toasty, 13.6 for Fenimore. The gap 1.5 seconds. Adams lead approaching 5 full seconds. Toasty is on, in fact, all 3 cars on a 23-lap pace. It's Adams 5.02, Toasty 5.07, Fenimore 5.09. Leader off the top of the tee, 12.9 last pass, 23.501.9, 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds ahead of second place, Toasty. Adams finds a flapper but comes up okay. Fenimore, 5 seconds behind Toasty after a 16-second trouble lap. Chris Adams done. Toasty done in second. It'll be 23 for all three cars. Adams does it in 5:02.2, new track record. Fenimore done. Toasty, 23 and 5:07, hot lap 13.1. Fenimore, 23 and